Good morning, my name is Varies and welcome back to my channel. I am your lovely host, Sibulele Hamza, and welcome to another video. I am whispering because it is early in the morning and everyone is asleep. Today is the 1st of May, Workers' Day, and I'm getting ready for a trip in Tsitsikama. I just got out of bed. I've been awake for about an hour, just doom scrolling on my phone. But I just went to go and get my bath water ready. I woke up an hour and some change before the time because I know I take an hour to get ready and I don't want to feel rushed, and I want to ensure that I packed everything for the trip. We are only going to be spending 2 nights in Tsitsikama, and I was told to pack lightly. Questionable, honey, considering that it is freezing and I layer a lot. I tried my best. I am a bit nervous, hoping that I didn't leave anything essential that I might need, because we all know that I'm scared of the cold. We all know I cannot, and the fact that I can't carry my gown, and I think I might take my fleece and my beanbag. I'm not about that life. I'm not about the life of getting cold, okay? But I went to go get my bath water ready. Now I'm just going to make my bed and prepare all my toiletries to ensure that I take them with me. And yeah, I'm so excited for the weekend. I went to go get my nails done yesterday. I'll show you guys in better lighting, but my girl ate, as always. They are slightly longer, and yeah, but they're gorgeous. I'll show you guys in better lighting. This was after 7 weeks of keeping the same set. That says a lot for Tinky Glow's retention and how long and strong and sturdy. My nail beds were so healthy. I've never seen my nail beds that healthy after that long, or after keeping a set for that long. And the only reason that some of the nails had come off was because I removed them myself out of boredom. But yeah, let us get ready. My arm is tired, girl. Ooh. I tried my utmost best, sweetie. Okay, I tried my utmost best. This is the bag we're carrying. I was told not to overpack 3 times, so I tried my absolute best. Kept it at a minimum by ensuring that this is going to be the only jersey that we wear for the 3 consecutive days. And I switched my polo to a smaller bag. I got this from Fashion World actually a couple of years back. It has broken. It used to have a little bit of a clutch situation here that you tie here. I think I might actually cut this off because, yeah, what's the purpose of it being there anymore? But yeah, this is us. I'm gonna go have some coffee because I got ready much earlier. I've just realized that now, but not too early. So I'm just gonna chill for now and just have some coffee until I'm picked up. Yay! Look at my nails. Oh, girl, obsessed. Good morning and welcome to another travel vlog. In today's vlog, we went to Tsitsikama for the long weekend, which was Workers' Day weekend. I had a blast, honey, and I'm here to introduce myself. I am voiceover Sibu, who will be your constant companion throughout this video. So we started off with a bang, which is apparently the theme for what we were doing. We started off with a hike at Salt River, or it was called the Salt River hike, and it was in Nature's Valley. Clearly, I'm not used to hiking, because tell me, why did everyone look prepared in their hiking? The views, darling, the views. The views is all I have to say. Okay, I digress. Listen, why was I in a tracksuit? Why was I in full-on winter gear with a cup of coffee and fresh nails while everyone was in their hiking or gym gear? Like, I literally stood out like a sore thumb. It was so obvious that I don't usually do this, because what the hell? What the heck? I had a really amazing time. This is a really easy flowing type of hike. I surprised myself with my perseverance and how I actually felt okay, even though I was walking for like 1,000 steps or more. But this was really, really lovely. And who I would like to title our coach, had some protein bars and some bananas, which was absolutely fantastic for whenever we needed a kick of energy throughout the trip. I really, really enjoyed this hike. Just watching the views, being in nature. My sinusitis tried me a little bit, girl. I ain't even finna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. My sinusitis tried you, girl. But nonetheless, the views were impeccable. Being in nature, looking at my fresh manicure. Chef's kiss. Let's enjoy the views together.
Hours later.
So, I was not traveling with people that are content creators and they don't really share their life on the internet like I do. So, to preserve their privacy and to obviously respect, their privacy, I decided to just kind of capture moments so that I'd come back and share them with you guys via voiceover. So I hope you guys enjoy the style of vlogging we took on today. So after we checked in at the gate, we went to go check in at our cottage. Absolutely adorable. It was very, very cute. It was very, very beautiful, very comfortable, very warm, because I was very scared of getting cold, but it was very warm. And the cherry on top was the view from outside of the room that I slept in. I think about that view. I literally am sitting here voicing over this to you, and I can see and I can remember the sounds that the sea was making. Every morning I opened the blinds to look at the view. Now, our itinerary was packed, darling. There was never a moment where we sat down and we had nothing to do. So after we finished checking in, packing out our clothes, packing away our groceries, we went on a trail leading towards the suspension bridge. Now, let me say this. I'm going to say this. Listen, I was seeing people coming back from the suspension bridge, and these people were out of breath. And I was like, guys, wait a minute. What if this is a sign that we should turn back? Because why are these people exasperated? But I didn't want to be a party pooper. Because I was like, perhaps this is a hint. But nonetheless, we went ahead with it. It was very enjoyable, very scenic views. The views, ladies and gentlemen, the views. Okay. If you can take anything away from this video today, this vlog today, is to visit Tsitsikama, because the views are insane. They're absolutely insane. So we went to the suspension bridge. I've always heard about the suspension bridge. It was so lovely to be able to experience it and to see it live. Walking on top of water on a shaky bridge was not something I necessarily had on my bucket list, but let me tell you, girl, it was an experience that was fantastic. Highly, 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 highly recommend. Now the walk back. Vanessa, the walk back, those steps, girl, the inclines made us understand why the people we saw on our way to were breathing heavily. But nonetheless, absolutely enjoyed it. someone who was very intentional about moving my body this year, I was very excited when I was introduced to pedal as a sport. And I found it quite interesting as someone who used to play squash. It is quite different to squash, but it felt nice being able to hold a racket in my hand and being able to just move my body in a way that is both enjoyable and helps to exercise my body. So this was my second time playing pedal. I was so excited to see that it was included in our itinerary because it gave me an opportunity to play it again and an opportunity to move my body, and I really enjoyed it. I did so well this time as opposed to the first time. The first girl the first okay. After we played Piddle at Misty Mountains, we went to go grab ice cream, and then we decided to just go and check out the views just before we checked into the later activity we had planned during the day. The waters, the ocean in Tsitsikama. Look at that. Look at that. Look. What? Look at that.
2 hours later.
Imagine seeing that live. If this is not a sign that you should check out Tsitsikama, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. The late activity that we had planned was called a Woodcutters journey, which is basically an activity whereby we went with an instructor and we got a tour of one of Sandparks' parks. Did I just say farm? Okay. Uh, we got a tour of the park, a tour of the forest. We got to see some chameleons. Not a fan of those, but we got to see those. We got to see some scenic views, of course. Um, at the bottom, when we got to the little picnic spot, there was a really, really cute, in my opinion, quite scenic bridge where we could see the river and we could see some trees, and they had a little lunch packed for us, which was quite delightful. I chose a chicken mayo sandwich, and they had a small little, what can I say, moist chocolate cake. They had an apple, they had a juice. It was a proper kind of lunch pack, and I really enjoyed it. Of course, I had coffee. It's duh. And later on in the day, we bride again, which I also quite enjoyed, and I made a salad.
The next day.
The theme was we start off with a bang, we end off with a bang. When I tell you my Strava app was shocked to see the amount of exercise I had in this weekend. There was some complaining from me here and there, like, "Ugh, I'm a little bit tired, but in general, I really enjoyed moving my body as much as I did. It felt great. I felt great. I didn't feel tired. I was breathing easily. Like everything, my body felt light. My body felt nice. So exercise is definitely something that I want to incorporate in my routine more often because it makes me feel great. So we ended off with another hike. We ended off with a hike called the Waterfall hike, I think. And the kilometers of the hike are not much, but the route leading to the end of the hike, I don't think we anticipated the amount of rocks. When I tell you there were moments where we were sliding against the rocks to get to the next point, it was quite complex. It was quite complex. We did not expect that. We thought we were just kind of like, okay, a few steps here and there, uphill or downhill here and there. Baby, when I tell you we were sliding through the rocks, we were holding on to rocks. Mind you, I got a fresh manicure. Once again, I really impressed myself with how I persevered through it. There were moments where I was where your girl was a little bit tired and your girl was a little bit drained, but at the end of the hike, We got to see the waterfall, and it was a beautiful view. Very cold, because obviously, you know, a waterfall comes down quite intensely, so it makes the area around it quite chilly. But the views, we started the hike at 7 a.m. in the morning, and by the time we came back, I think it was like 10 past or 5 minutes past 10. It was incredibly worth it. I'd do it again and again and again, and I highly recommend anyone who ever goes to Tsitsikama to do this hike. Sublime. Good afternoon, my Nina Berries. I just got home from the weekend trip and I am about to unpack. I'm trying to do everything to stop myself from falling asleep, but I just wanted to show you my nails before I say goodbye. So I went to my girl who does the things that need to be done. So I went to Tinky Glow and I had a refill on for about 7 weeks. That is how durable her sets are, and it was time for a fresh set, and we were thinking, you know, I was thinking along the lines of it's winter, you know, what color can I do? And I looked on Pinterest and I was really loving the baby blue. Didn't exactly know how I wanted it on my nails, so this is what we came up with together. It's like an ombre on top, also blue on the inside, and then pink base underneath. Absolutely scrumptious. I do feel like I went a bit longer than usual, but they are still fine. I'm coping relatively okay with them, so I feel like it's not as big of a deal if they are slightly longer than what I usually do. But I'm so obsessed and I wanted you guys to say a girl is tired. The amount of hikes that I did on this trip, but it was a lovely, lovely trip. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you lots, like jelly tots.